kehadiran air berwarna hitam dan berbuih dengan
air sungai menjadi hijau dan menyebabkan gatal-gatal.
Teknologi rawatan air di Selangor ini ditutup disebabkan oleh pencemaran.
Water contamination has been detected in Sungai Selangor.
Water is at the core of sustainable development and is critical for socio-economic development, energy, food production, healthy ecosystems, and for human survival itself. Water is also at the heart of adaptation to climate change, serving as the crucial link between society and the environment. At human level, water cannot be seen in isolation from sanitation. Together, they are vital for reducing the global burden of disease and improving the health, education, and economic productivity of populations.
Water is the most basic need in life, but there is now a shortage of water in our world. Close to 1 million of people, especially in developing areas such as Southern Africa and Latin America, there are lack of access to clean drinking water. Nearly 1 in 3 individuals do not have access to clean drinking water. 2 out of 5 individuals do not have a basic hand washing system. And 673 million of people already commit open defecation. Therefore, the United Nations developed Goal 6 of the Sustainable Development Goals to ensure the availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all by 2030. There are other ways that we can support to make it happen.
What are the importance of sanitation or having a clean water sources?
Today, I would like to highlight about the importance of clean water and sanitation and goals of clean water and sanitation. First and foremost, the importance of having a clean water and sanitation means being able to avoid exposure to countless diseases. Poor sanitation and unsafe water cause nearly 20% of workplace death. It costs around $260 million in lost productivity every year, but the benefits of having a source of clean water in a community are much wider. Hence, water, sanitation and hygiene or WASH are issues that affect the health and well-being of every person. The next point is goal and target of clean water and sanitation by 2030. First, achieve universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all. Second is access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene for all and end open defecation, paying special attention to the needs of women and girls and those who in vulnerable situation.
What is the difference between hygiene and sanitation?
Some people might say that hygiene and sanitation is the same thing, but in fact, hygiene and sanitation may seem similar if viewed in terms of the importance and purpose of both, but that two words are not interchangeable and have different methods and scope. So what is hygiene and what is sanitation? Basically, hygiene is the practice of maintaining cleanliness for preserving health and preventing the spread of diseases. Most of the time, hygiene refers to personal and environmental hygiene, which include maintaining hygiene throughout our body, our face, our hair, our shelter, our vehicles, and food. The most common personal hygiene practices include washing our hands, take a bath, sweeping and mopping the floor, and so on. In addition, poor hygiene can cause germs to enter our bodies and make us sick. And at the same time, we can also spread germs to others and causing them to get sick too. Some examples of diseases that are easily spread due to poor hygiene are the flu, hepatitis A, and even COVID-19. Anyway, what is sanitation? According to the World Health Organization, sanitation means the proper and safe management of human waste from toilet, detention, and the whole process to disposal to the environment. In a broader context, sanitation also includes solid waste, animal waste, and other types of bio-waste. The purpose of hygiene is to keep the environment clean to prevent the spread of diseases. Biowaste produce toxin and allows bacteria to grow. Without proper restraint or care, they may pollute the environment including air, land, and water. Such contamination is strongly associated with impaired cognitive function and unstable growth. This may cause various types of diseases such as skin diseases, cholera, dysentery, typhoid, and more. So, from this discussion, we can see that hygiene is focused on keeping us clean, while sanitation focuses on what to do with the waste we produce. Although they focus on different things, the main purpose of both hygiene and sanitation is maintaining health and preventing diseases. We need to pay attention to both practices, or we will be at risk of getting ill.
What are the effects of poor sanitation to our social economy?
The effects of poor sanitation can cause a large range of issues from health and well-being related through to economic and societal issues. Increased health issues, decrease in schooling, and downturn in economic opportunity are the example of the effects of poor water sanitation. There are many waterborne diseases that are harmful to humans brought by untreated water and issues related to open defecation. Cholera, typhoid, and polio are diseases that transmitted by contaminated water. Communities where there's a high density of people combined with poor sanitary conditions means these horrific diseases can race through communities, causing ill health and death in severe cases. Many children can't go to school because of diseases and issues relating to poor sanitation. By simply not having the right toilet facilities at schools, girls are less likely to be able to attend, which impacts border of community for many years into the future.
What are the actions that we can take in order to provide our communities a clean water?
According to the United Nations, there are still 633 million people around the world that don't have access to clean drinking water. When people, especially children, have access to clean water, sanitation and hygiene, they lead to healthier and more successful lives. Among actions that we can take to provide clean water and sanitation in our communities, first, improve sanitation facilities by providing toilets and latrines that flush into a sewer or safe enclosure. Second, by promoting good hygiene habits through education, such as teaching a proper way to wash hands with soap and water, because it helps to reduce dehydration cases by up to 25%. Other than that, we can implement rainwater harvesting system to collect and store rainwater for drinking or recharging underground aquifers, build wells to extract groundwater from underground aquifers. We can also provide house water treatment capability through the use of filters, soda disinfection, flocculants in order to make drinking water safe. Promote low-cost solutions such as chlorine tablets or plastic bottles that can be exposed to sunlight to improve water quality. These are the actions that we can take in order to provide clean water to our communities.
It is not easy to overcome this problem, but if all parties play a role and are responsible to jointly maintain the water quality, this problem is not impossible to overcome. We can live healthier, happier, and longer.